Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Well, what can I say? Chanel made me an offer I could not resist. Chanel made me an offer I could not refuse. And here we are again. I know, 'tis the season, holiday season. I am that victim. I feel like Bernie Sanders. I come before you one more time asking you for one more favor. And that favor is watch me unbox another piece of Chanel history. Manty's in the chat says, they got him. They did. They get me every time. Listen, let's get to the unboxing. But subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. superdacob all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. Come join the fun. And hi to my co-chatters. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. I've noticed in my latest Chanel unboxing that, people are like, you buy something from Chanel, I'm going to unsubscribe from you. They watched the video, but then they unsubscribed. Now you can do that, but what's the purpose? It's like ridiculous. I see what I see you. But hey, there's a difference between me saying I don't like their leather anymore and not buying their leather and not buying anything anymore from them. I still love the brand. Don't like a lot of their marketing strategies. But if there's something from them I love, I will buy. Now, they offered me something I could not refuse. So it's sales, pre-sales at Chanel, I guess, because it's still before Christmas, right? And they did offer me sale. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. So they, usher you into that secret little room and show you secretly this. I mean, it's all like, really, come on, that's what they do. That's okay. But I was very controlled. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to buy everything because it's on sale. No. I was very, very, very disciplined. I only looked at things that that would suit me from Chanel in general, and then I only purchased what ultimately I actually wanted last year when it was new in boutiques. I just found it ridiculously expensive. I believe coincidentally, the reason why it's now available during the sale season is because nobody bought it a year ago when it was new in the boutiques because it was too expensive. Like nobody, you know what I mean? And now on sale with the 40% off sale, like the price tag now looks like it's like the full price from a couple of years ago. Still, I mean, insane, but whatever. Anyway, call me Kreskin. So yes, we have the beautiful 2023 holiday ribbon with the charm in metal and resin and lacquered enamel. You can repurpose it for, a scarf, a foulard. You can even turn it into a brooch. Some people even turned it into pendulous earrings. And I've gotten a ginormous ribbon, beautiful velvet this year. Gorgeous ribbon. And so just to explain to you how the sales at Chanel work in other brands, mostly non-luxury brands, when a season is over, the stuff that's not sold yet, most of it goes on sale the same year. So let's say fall-winter collection starts arriving into the shops July, August. And then you have, pre-winter, winter stuff and into September, October, November, December, January, the sales of the winter collection begin. A couple of months after the collection is in the stores. Not with Chanel. With Chanel, you have to wait a year, an entire year. So what you have on sale now as in fall-winter 2023, so in fall-winter 2023, Chanel puts on sale fall-winter 2022. The winter collection of a year ago. The fall-winter 2023 collection is not on sale in 2023. It will be on sale next year. Included in the winter sale is also the pre-winter 2022 collection, but also the Métier d'Art 2022 collection, which in this case would be the M19 Métier d'Art collection. So what you have here is a fall-winter 2022 item, which was from the Tweed collection, the Tweed runway. All right, now that we've cleared that up, let's get into it. Yes. First, super cool, actually. I got the catalog as well. So they still have a catalog from a year ago. Let that sink in. But I'm super happy because I didn't get this catalog. So this is the fall winter 22-23 ready to wear collection catalog. And I'm just super thrilled. I love all of their catalogs. I just am a little bit sad that they're becoming thinner and smaller with time. You know, the Karl Lagerfeld era truly is over, but alas. Great collectible in an envelope, the Tweed collection catalog. A ton of tissue paper for... So the bag is really big because of the catalog, but got this. Okay, hold on. Here, so beautifully wrapped. Oh my gosh, they really went way and beyond for this year's packaging. And you know what? I mean, it's the least they can do if you think about it, because, well, their products are so expensive. You know, we're paying for all these for the wrappages and the extra added ribbons and the charms that they add, these metal charms with enamel that they add on the packaging. Like, we're paying so much for the products. This is all included in the price. I made a whole video about how freebies are not for free on my channel, so go check that video out as well. But so this is the box it comes in. We'll go. And like I said, saw this last year, really wanted it. It's a very experimental piece, even for Chanel standards, and yet it's quintessentially Chanel. So, by the way, I'm not wearing Chanel today. I'm wearing Vivian Westwood. I'm wearing the Vivian Westwood dragon shirt and a Vivian Westwood giant crystal orb, chandelier crystal orb with gold metal, very heavy. Will this piece go with all of this? Yeah, I think so, in a very special way. So I slide my ribbons off. I don't pull them off, so I like to keep them intact, just like that. And I've already prepared one of my Chanel Beauty satchels that are in cotton. Usually you get little samples from Chanel in this. Why did I prepare this? Well, I'll show you in just a second. It's empty, but it's a Chanel satchel from the Chanel Beauty boutique. So, and here we go. This is a true unboxing. I have not seen how this thing is packed. I don't want it to fall out. Bijou Fantasie. We get a little instruction booklet how to keep your costume jewelry safe. They still make these atrocious pouches that are in this terrible quality plastic that after a couple of years this decays and starts turning into dust. Be very careful with these pouches, because if you're buying some glass pearls from Chanel, anything in white, these will rub onto your white pearly things, and they might stain them for good, and you can't clean that off. Even though now they've changed their exterior, this rubbery material, on the interior it's cotton. But still, if this starts degrading and kind of falling into your pouch, it can touch the product. So what I do is, well, anyway, let me show you what I got first. So like this is how it is. You open this up, then you open this up. It's like 4 flaps. It's a 4-flapped container. And you open this one, and then there's a 4th one. Oh, okay. It's not going. Oh, I don't. Okay. Oh my gosh, look how tiny. What the heck? Oh, it's packaged in a... Oh, wow, okay. That could have fallen out. Okay. It's small. You're going to be like, really? Yeah. This thing, insane how expensive this was a year ago. I can't even tell. I don't want to tell you. 4 digits. But what you see here is Chanel Cross and classic old school Chanel. But what is very special about it is that these huge chunky crystals, well, it's a pin. It's not even a brooch. It's a pin. On the back, it's also beautiful. Look at that. All gold. The magic of this piece is that each one of these extremities with these giant crystals actually have tweed embedded underneath them. So there's a tiny bit of the tweed from the collection underneath each one of the cross extremities. So there's a different piece of tweed inside each one of them. And so each piece is unique. They cut this by hand, they place it in the crystal, they position the crystal on top. So, and they've chosen a tweed in these pink hues. And I'm going to take a close-up picture of it so I can show you how this looks like on camera. It is really, really, really beautiful. You know. Okay, here goes. So there's a little bit of green screen going on, and that looks a little bit transparent on camera, but that's the photo I just took now. And let me zoom in one of the, here's the pink tweed underneath the crystal. Look how gorgeous. It's so, so nice. You know, such a subtle detail. Let me show you the other tweed and the other crystal. Look at this beautiful piece of tweed captured inside of that ginormous, like, you know, crystal. Then the bottom tweed is a houndstooth. You can see a little bit of the houndstooth. That's the bottom tweed. Again, we got pink hues and navy blue. So that tweed is really cute. And then the fourth one is a beige, pink, red, and blue combination. Sorry about the green screen again. Okay, let me zoom in. You don't. There you go. Look at that tweed. So this pink combo and the blue, oh, look, you zoom into it, and the more you zoom in and the more beautiful it gets. And look at this pink one, like the rosy pink, really, really beautiful. So Chizus, it's not trapped in resin. No, it is placed underneath a crystal. The crystal presses it in. It's metal in the back. They lay the tweed, and they place the crystal on top, and then they seal it with the 4 little kind of hinges. You see the little 4 claws that keep it in place? And then the center is resin with a metal double C. I mean, you know, what we're used to kind of seeing. It's like a cabochon almost. It is like a mini tweed museum. And it's super tiny, quite heavy. So the back of it is very complex. The structure of it in the back. because they have to, you know, it's like a whole little architectural construct. I'm going to show you how thick it is. In the back. Okay, so you see how complex this is? It's a whole mechanism. It's like almost each one of the four extremities of the cross are enshrined in their own little special locket. It's very, very, very sophisticated, you know? Very, very sophisticated. And if I made another picture from the side, like a side view. Look how thick it is. So the tweed is basically laying in this little chamber here. That's where the tweed is. And then down here, you can see this is the crystal. So the tweed is laying in its little bed, and then the crystal is on top. I mean, you know, and it's beautiful to see these details. Usually when somebody unboxes this stuff on YouTube, nobody really cares about these details. You know what I mean? Like people just like, look, I can afford Chanel. That's not me. You know, guys, we keep it real. So if I buy something from Chanel, it's because of this particular heritage craftsmanship and this like crazy attention to detail that they do still have. You just got to know which pieces to buy and to hunt down. So you can see how chunky this little compartment is that holds it's upside down now, obviously. And Chanel, with their costume jewelry, they really, really, really pay attention to deliver the back of the jewelry, of the costume jewelry, to be as beautiful as the front. And so it is tiny, right? And I actually really, really like the idea of wearing it on collars or hats. So you're probably, I mean, like I said, with this shirt today, it's a little bit colorful. You know, it's beautiful to wear this on a monochrome shirt. Not only, but also, not limited to. But I really like the idea of wearing it in my collar. Of course, it gets lost in this crazy colored shirt, but use your imagination. Imagine my shirt being, you know, monochrome, and then just putting this in the buttonhole of the collar. Oh, so beautiful. If I were to wear a hoodie, I would put it at the base of the hoodie where the hoodie begins, so it would be like at this height. But yeah, and then you can turn it a little bit. You could, you know, you can place it at a bit of an angle, depending on how, you know, however you wish to have it. Obviously, it gets lost in this shirt. This is not the right shirt for this pin. Obviously, if you had a hat, you know, you could place it you could place it in the hat as well, like a beret or a snapback, you know, whatever. You could also wear it at the center here. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. However, I've never really, at full price, I don't know if anybody bought this at full price, because this is, the price for this was insane, you know. So at 40% off, I am very happy because, you know, I love my Chanel cross brooches in general. I have a big collection, so it's not like I need another Chanel cross brooch. But when I come across a Chanel cross brooch that has some added nuance, like something new to the game, then of course I want to buy it. And this enshrined tweed inside crystals, like that's new. You know, I don't have a piece like this in my collection. So yeah, this was definitely, for me, once I saw it on sale, I was like, okay, yeah, this I will I would like. Thank you very much, Chanel. You know, and I also hunted down, some of you already seen, one more set of the Les Exclusives Discovery Kit, which I adore. Now I've already, you know, I have one of these already, but I got another one, but this is just, oh man, the entire Les Exclusives collection, plus the body oil in miniature form. This is just chef's kiss, you know. I adore this set, really. I wish that they would, you know, remake these again this year without... Here's at the bottom, you can see all of the fragrances that are in here. Oh, is it upside down again? Ah, like this. So all of them, from the Eau de Cologne to, it's not going to focus, is it? To Bois des Îles, 1932. L'Huile Douce, the gentle body and hair oil. Le Lion de Chanel, La Pausa, Bel Respiro. Number 22, number 18, Jersey, Boy, Coromandel, Bois des Îles, Sycamore, Gardenia, Bel Respiro, 57, 32, 31 Rue Cambon, Beige, La Pausa, Misia, Cuir de Russie. 19 miniatures times 4 milliliter each. So it adds up to be a little bit more than a 75 ml bottle. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing of this beautiful... Ooh, this is going to so fall down. I'm not going to do it. I hope you've enjoyed the unboxing of this miniature little pin. Just because it's small doesn't mean it's any less special. Let me know your thoughts and prayers down below, and subscribe instead of unsubscribing after you see me unbox a Chanel piece. You know, if I unbox a Chanel piece, there's a reason. Connected to the heritage. Connected to my collecting of these pieces. We're not going to be sitting at a Lamborghini with our nails done, showing off the Lamborghini logo and the little Birkin bag and the little Chanel trinkets next to it on Instagram. That's not what we do. We buy this stuff for other reasons. And now this comes into play. The cotton pouch from the beauty boutiques. So basically, these, they start falling apart after a while, after a couple of years. And I store mine in my original Chanel boxes. My costume jewelry, some people put them in like jewelry drawers. I don't do that. So I take these out. And I use the Chanel tissue paper that the pieces come wrapped in, like you've seen inside the bag. They scrunch up the Chanel tissue paper. I cut that in the right shape, and then I will wrap this around with a desiccant so that it collects any possible humidity. And then wrapped up in the tissue paper, I will put it in here into this cotton pouch. The cotton will not degrade. There's no plastic here. And then I kind of fold it to the size, to the shape of the box. So it's going to look like this once it's all. But then I'm going to also create a little, out of the tissue paper that's left over, I will create a little bed underneath so that this doesn't just like lay on here, but I'm going to put some of the tissue paper down here. Then I'm going to place this on top, and then I'm going to also make a little tissue paper bed on top, and then I'm going to keep it stored like this so that this little pouch, once it starts falling apart and turning into dust, it's not going to affect my costume jewelry. So that's just a little tip I have for you guys, how I store my Chanel costume jewelry. And actually, I have here an example of how it can look like. Now, this is a bigger piece, so there's no white tissue paper in there, but the tissue paper is here. So you see how I wrapped this particular piece. This is a scrunchie with a pearl attached to it. So it's all nice and protected, white pearl. So you can imagine how dangerous it would be if the white pearl got in touch with this shitty material. And and then we place it in its box. Now, the sad part about all of this is that we're paying so much for their costume jewelry. Of course, they think if you can afford Chanel costume jewelry, you're rich anyway, so you have a ginormous walk-in closet, and you're going to take your costume jewelry out of these boxes, you're going to throw away the box, and you're going to put your costume jewelry inside your own specially designed jewelry containers. But I find that quite tacky. I don't like to do that. Because also I travel a lot, and I like to travel with my stuff with me like this, so I like to keep and preserve the original boxes of everything. I will sometimes add a handmade drawing of the item that's inside the box, so that whenever I lift the lid, I can see immediately what's inside here. I will do that. It's a hand drawing of the item, and it will be wrapped in tissue paper. So that was just a little added extra tip for you guys. Thank you so much. Thumb up the video, subscribe, and until next time, never give up on love. Bye. Mwah.